Today, we journey to the highlands of the northwest region of Cameroon, to the heart of Donga-Mantung Division, where the resilient Wimbum people have thrived for centuries. At the Center for Education and Financial Inclusion, we are committed to uncovering the stories that can inspire solutions for a sustainable future. This is a story of climate change and the water crisis that threatens the very survival of the communities in Nkambe and Du. Native to Australia, the eucalyptus tree made its way to Donga-Mantung decades ago. Valued for its fast growth and adaptability, it quickly became a common sight across the region. However, many don't realize the immense test of this tree. A single mature eucalyptus can absorb on average more than 25 liters of water daily, often from critical water catchments. In towns like Ndu and Nkambe, where water scarcity is a growing crisis, the presence of eucalyptus near these vital sources worsens the problem. As climate change accelerates, every drop of water counts. Modern technology has been introduced, with solar panels and pipelines crisscrossing the hills, bringing water to the growing population by the Nkambe Council and the Ndu Council. But the problem remains far from solved. The water crisis is not just a technological challenge, it is an ecological one, deeply intertwined with the traditions and wisdom of the land. To understand the path forward, we must look back. The ancestors of the Wimbum people faced the same challenges long before climate change was a global issue. They knew that to protect their water sources, they had to live in harmony with nature. Sacred forests, community rituals, and water conservation practices were woven into the fabrics of everyday life. Stories passed down through generations tell of a time during the colonial period when the arrival of the Europeans brought new challenges to the locals in Donga-Mantung. One such challenge was the imposition of a tax. For those who couldn't afford to pay, the alternative was manual labor. Many were sent to Bamenda Upstation, forced to carry eucalyptus tree all the way to Nkambe, where they planted them in government forests as payment. The fast-growing, adaptable eucalyptus quickly became valued by the locals, who began planting it everywhere, especially near water catchments, where the tree thrives. Slowly, these trees replaced native species, which grew slower but were better for the environment. Over the decades, 95% of the natural forest has been lost and replaced by eucalyptus. But don't get it twisted. Any tree is better than no tree for the environment. Yet, when in a water crisis, a tree that consumes between 25 to 6 liters of water per day, it becomes a big part of the problem instead of the solution facing the water crisis in Nkambe Central. Follow us into the raffia palm groves. Raffia palm groves are one of the most sustainable and resilient solutions passed down by our ancestors for environmental protection. In Nkambe, one of the last preserved palm groves planted many generations ago still thrives. These groves are more than just a part of the landscape. They hold cultural, spiritual, and ecological significance. Raffia palm groves provide palm wine for ceremonies, while the bamboo-like stem are used to craft chairs, and household utensils. Even crucially, these grooves protect water catchment and preserve the land's ability to retain water. The best part about it is that when cut, within 3 to 6 months, it is fully replaced. Herbs used in traditional medicine are also found in these grooves, making them vital for both nature and the community. Yet today, the raffia palm grove is under threat of extinction, replaced by fast-growing species and housing. As we face a growing water crisis, it's time to protect these native trees whose roots run deep in both our environment and our culture.
We're into the raffia bush where there is production of palm wine, and here in the morning the caretaker comes in the morning. This is the work, as you can see, where they really do not want to discomfort themselves irrespective of the activity they are doing. So when they come in the morning, this is where they can arrange or change their dresses and get into something suitable that will protect themselves.
We can boldly say the raffia palm groves are one of the most important gifts passed down from previous generations to us of environmental protection. The raffia palm groves are an economic powerhouse for those who take care of them. Income is generated from the sales of bamboos, bamboo products, palm wines, as well as there are herbs that can't be found anywhere else, only in these raffia palm groves. And this is one of the last remaining palm groves in Nkambe. The fast-paced growing of the Nkambe town has made it such that people are encroaching in this vital ecosystem that is needed for the protection of the environment and our water catchment, and it must be protected.
Right. This place is where the raffia palm wine is being tapped. You see, it is covered like that because it's the raining season, to ensure that when the palm wine is being dropped into the calabash, water doesn't enter and spoil the quality of the palm wine.
You can see from here the encroachment as the urbanization of the town has come closer to the palm groves. All of this area used to contain palm groves, but it was cut, sold, and houses have been built on it. This was an important part of protecting this water catchment of Nkambe town. Welcome to another vital part of the Wimbum culture. The kola nut holds deep ecological and cultural significance across Africa, and for the Wimbum people, it is more than just a nut. It's a symbol of tradition, unity, and respect. Revered by our ancestors, the kola nut has been used for centuries in ceremonies, rituals, and everyday life. It was and is still a token of peace, friendship, and hospitality. Offering kola nut signifies respect and the beginning of important conversation, often shared before meals or at gatherings. But its importance goes beyond culture. Ecologically, the kola nut tree is a native species that thrives in the climate of Dongamanto. Its deep roots help prevent soil erosion, and its leaves provide natural shade, maintaining cooler soil, temperatures, and protecting our crops. The tree contributes to biodiversity, supporting local ecosystem and wildlife. For the Wimbum people, the kola nut has been passed down through generations, representing continuity and connection to the land. Our ancestors cultivated kola groves, ensuring a sustainable source of both food and cultural wealth. Today, these same trees continue to benefit the people, serving as a reminder of the wisdom and foresight of those who came before us. In a world facing environmental challenges, the kola nut remains a powerful symbol of resilience and heritage. Sadly, these trees are being cut down indiscriminately without being replaced.
For me, inclusive brain, I would do. Sejos, Yembe, Alfred, Bakari, Ibeta Wongala, Eshu Robert Lamjam, for me, Gaveston, Stephen, Kona, Solomon, Fogwe, Rob Johnson, Kato, Jaja, Iyubafem, Alaji Dairo, Sayo, Bawe.